Hi Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your October 1st, 2020 full moon reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and also to subscribe to my channel. And if you would like to be notified whenever I upload new videos, and I upload all the time, just hit the bell notification button. And if you are interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they are all linked in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let's clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from your body like storm clouds, feeling yourself become calm, steady, and at peace as you enter into this safe and loving space. All right. Let's have the bull sing while I move the Moonology and the Queen of the Moon cards over to the side. These will be layered on top of the tarot at the end to really give Luna, to really give the moon a voice of her own. Okay. How will Capricorn be affected by the October 1st, 2020 full moon? How will Capricorn be affected by the October 1st, 2020 full moon? How will Capricorn be affected by the October 1st, 2020 full moon? Angels and spirit guides. How will Capricorn be affected by the October 1st, 2020 full moon? Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading, okay, and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. Fantastic. Now the left-hand side, this is your inner self. The middle is your heart, your emotional self. The right-hand side is your public self in the public arena. So let's see what the cards have to say. We have the Nine of Swords. It's been coming up a lot. Now, it makes sense because the full moon is in Aries, and this is the warrior moon. Warrior energy is around you. It's a time of beginnings. It's a time of focusing your energy, focusing your talents, really going after what it is that you want. And usually when we have this jump-starting energy around us, we have our worries, our doubts, and our fears that come in that go, oh my gosh, you're just going to muck it up. Like, why even try? So do be mindful of this because it's starting off right off the gate and it's in your inner self. So it's going to be that inner conversation you have with yourself that is like, can I even do this? Is this even possible? And then you have the Emperor, so you're deeply connected to this full moon in Aries. Aries is represented by the Emperor in the major arcana, and you are looking at what you desire, what you want. You have the fear here, but you're also claiming the throne, so that is super cool. You have the Sun, which is beautiful. I love it. There's just Okay, so with the Sun, it's the happiest card in the whole entire deck. And there's this energy of happiness. It's like coming out of a nightmare is what it's like. It's coming out of this place of darkness and doubt and fear and apprehensions. And it's claiming your beauty, your truth, your power, your desire to move forward. And it brings you to judgment, which is your angels around you raising you up. It's you embracing your power. And I love that after doubt, you have three major arcana cards. You have these three heavy hitters of prosperity and beauty and brilliance. And then we have the Seven of Cups. This is in the heart line, right? This is believing in your dreams. So you have nightmares here, but you also have the dreams of your soul, the dreams of yourself, how you want to move forward, where it is that you're heading, what it is that you desire. The Queen of Cups comes into the arena, water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Right? There is also this sense of embracing your heart, because the Queen of Cups, if you take the zodiac out of it, the Queen of Cups is the kindest, most compassionate of the queens. So here you have that compassion guiding your heart. You have this beauty guiding your truth, and it leads you to the guide. So you're guided by your heart, and the guide in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck is the Hierophant, and the Hierophant is connecting you with this Taurus energy, and that's going to be on the full moon on October 31st, which is in Taurus, and that's a very, very powerful moon. It's a blue moon. It's a moon that is, with the power of Halloween and Samhain. So it is a very powerful moon. And so you are embracing that. And then you have the Three of Wands. You have this passion, this beauty moving you forward. It's like, I will not be held back anymore. And that's exactly how your heart feels. It's making the dreams that you have into a reality. You have the Hermit, Virgo energy coming forward, right? This is a sense of, in the public arena, you're going to be rather quiet, rather, taking things in, embracing your heart, yourself, your desires, and looking inward to find the answers. And you're going to be looking at your dreams, you're going to be looking at your fears. And you're going to find here, Capricorn, that you're really rather open and honest with yourself. You can be a little bit blunt with what's holding you back and what you want from your life, but you are opening up the doors. You really are, to your own personal truth. It leads you to the Three of Cups. It leads you to seeing the people who have hurt you, that you are trusting. And it also leads you to seeing, the people who still stand by you, who are, your people in your corner. And if you're saying, I don't have people like that, then it is your angels and your spirit guides that are with you, are moving with you, that are guiding you forward. And you're going to find that there is a bit of a revelation here. Yeah, the road is being seen. You're looking at which way to move forward, what you desire, the two ways that you have seen things. You're kind of branching out. It's like, well, I wasn't really happy with either one of them, but I thought, why not? And then it now opens you up and you're like, oh, wow, I can move forward in such an extraordinary way that you haven't even anticipated. And then you have the Knight of Wands, this fire sign energy really coming through once again in the public arena. You will not be deterred. All right, this is your passion. This is your dedication. You are embracing this knightly energy, and you will not be deterred from your goals, from what you want from your life. You're going to find out that internally, you're really working through a lot of things that have held you back, that have made you feel like, oh, I can't do this. I don't know where I'm heading. I don't know what I want. And now it's like, oh, I got it. I know more than I have realized. You have the repeat of the number 9. So you're coming very close to a completion of a cycle and an embrace of power. You have a repeat of the number 3, which is divinity guiding you forward. So that's really quite beautiful. So let's talk about this moon for a moment, because it does have a very great effect on you. The full moon in Aries says a fiery climax approaches, a fiery climax of truth, of power, of what you desire, of what's been holding you back. You surrender to the divine. All right. So as you surrender to the divine, which is what we do with all full moons, it has us surrendering to divine power, to divine understanding, to our divine truth, and looking at the spotlight of our lives and ourselves and the last lunar cycle, and seeing what we like about that time and what we would rather change. And then that's where we pull our power from. So during this time, this is a time of starting. This is a time of passion and of courage and of assessing what you want and embracing the archetype of the warrior, which Aries, of course, represents. Aries is the god of war in in Greek mythology. And you're looking at what you want, and you're standing your ground, and you're knowing your truth. And standing your ground and knowing your truth is going to be tested a bit during this time. So just be mindful of that for you. You're looking at the challenges that you have faced within your life, and you're looking at the desires that you have. And there is, again, that battle right here that is having you look at things differently. And as you look at things differently, and as you see your truth, and as you see your power, and you see what it is that you want, you see what it is that you need, there is a boldness, there is an impetuousness, there is an impulsiveness around you, and there is an emergence of profound and deep energy that is driving you forward. Now, during this time, you have to be mindful, because you are going to be impetuous. You are going to sit there, and it's going to be very much kind of like against your character, Capricorn, to just sit there and be like, well, I'm going to do it. I'm going to go. I'm not going to plan. I'm not going to think about it too much. I am just going to succeed and achieve. And that's really going to be the energy around you, which is totally cool. And you want to keep that guiding you forward, that sense of, I am a success, because it's time to put me first, and it's not in that petulant child way, kind of like a spoiled person way. It is in the sense of, I need to take care of me, because as Spirit keeps on showing me with this time, if your cup is broken, right, and you have the Queen of Cups right here, if your cup is broken, and the energy that you can hold and the power that you can hold is not it's not able to be a part of your life, then what good is it? What good is a broken cup? And that's what you have to say to yourself. If you push yourself so hard that you are just exhausted all the time, if you push yourself so hard that it is just so intense and it never stops being intense, then the cup starts to break, because we start to shatter just a bit. And how can we embrace our beauty, our prosperity, our bounty, and our triumph if we are ourselves a broken cup? So be mindful of this during this time, because also during this time, and we can see it right here, and I just keep on seeing the Nine of Swords really coming through really forcefully. It's the doubt, it's the fear, it's the apprehension, it's the chaos. And during this time, with this warrior mentality, and you have, the Knight of Wands here and the Emperor, you're going to sit there and think, if it is holding me back, I have to conquer it. If it is holding me back, I have to, sit there and slay that dragon. And it's like, okay, sure. Yes, you can, most definitely. You can definitely go after the dragons and slay things. But what you're going to do to yourself during this time, and you're going to have this very strong inclination to take everything that is wrong, everything that needs to be accomplished, and say, I'm going to get it done in a weekend. I'm going to get it done within this lunar cycle. I'm going to do all of it. And that's only going to make you discouraged. That's only going to make you forget, your goals and what you desire, and let the stress become more. And that's exactly what you don't want. So just be mindful of that, because you are going to have that strong tendency here. Yeah, you are going to have that strong tendency here, Capricorn, to just be like, well, it needs to be done. I'm going to do it. You know what? It's enough, kind of tiptoeing around things. That's it. And it's not hiding anymore. You're not hiding. What you're doing right now is you're being kind to yourself. And you're saying, inch by inch, I will get there. Inch by inch, I will move forward. And that's where the new moon in Libra really comes in, because it's a new romantic cycle coming into your life. On the 16th of October, you start to really be drawn to the balance. And the new romantic cycle can very well be falling in love. I never want to discount that. But it is also a new romantic cycle of your existence, of your heart, of your soul, of your desire, of your love, of your beauty, of your peace. And that's what brings these beginnings forward. That's what brings you to this new power, this new understanding, this new sense of self. So it says here, a new start is coming. And you can feel that. And you can feel that with this new romantic cycle. It's like this time of love coming in, this time of power being a part of you. And as that balances things, and as you embrace that Libra energy, you embrace the power of yourself. You embrace the determination of your soul, and you see yourself moving forward in a way that you hadn't expected. So around the 16th of October is when you start to you calm down a little bit, because you're going to start off this moon cycle with just this sense of, I'm going for it. I'm absolutely going to achieve, going to succeed. I'm absolutely going after it. And what's really cool is the power of the Aries full moon and the power of the full moon in Taurus really do play off each other, because this is the fiery climax approaches, and this is your dreams need a practical plan. So this is getting started. This is the fire behind you. This is the passion, the drive, the determination, the warrior spirit, and this is setting up peace. This is your dreams need a practical plan. This is saying, what is it that you truly want? Where is it that you truly want to be? What is it that you are going after? Be practical with what you expect of yourself, but also be practical with your dreams. Do not keep them on a shelf locked away and say you're too precious to be brought into the light of day. No, let your dreams move you forward. Let your dreams become so much more, because you have here during October a beautiful dichotomy. You have it of the crow spirit and the dove spirit, and these are your spirit animals. The crow spirit is a spirit of change, right? It is a fierce spirit, because if you think of the Morgan or you think of other, deities of war and of battle, you see the crow spirit being represented with them, because crows are carnivores and they eat carrion. So here, there is that sense of a battle well fought. And there is that sense of the harbinger of the aftermath of a battle. So it plays into the Aries full moon really nicely here, which I haven't seen with any of the other readings that I have done for this time, any of the other moon readings. But this is really quite beautiful, because this crow spirit sees what it is that you have accomplished and what it is that you are going after. And also, that a flock of crows is called a murder of crows. And just as a dove is a harbinger of peace. So the two together seems quite at odds, but they really do work quite well. So you have this power of the crow, and it says co-create with spirit. And you have this power of the dove, and it says be peace. And you might be sitting there and saying, well, how the heck am I supposed to be peace if I'm embracing the warrior spirit? How the heck am I supposed to be peace if I am, going after and engaging in battle for what I want? And it is being that force while being peace. And that is going to be a little bit of a sticky wicket to be able to, kind of balance. But it is going to be something for you, Capricorn, that is really quite amazing. And the crow spirit brings forward change. It brings forward sacred law, right? Your sacred law, your sacred truth. It's trusting in yourself and your intuition. It's speaking your truth. You're not going to be able to hide behind lies, right? Or really stand other people who hide behind lies. It's like, no, speak your truth. Because as you do, you are going to see you're transforming your world and your existence. And this brings messages of power and of determination into your life. And then with the dove spirit, this is a spirit of peace, right? Be peace. Be the peace that the dove is. This brings messages of peace and of hope into your existence, especially after a time of hurting and pain, emotional hurting and emotional pain. And as this moves you forward, it moves you forward with gentle compassion, but it also brings you a gentle compassion. It releases you from pain that has held you back and pain that has kept you small. And it's like, no more, no more. So the two of these birds come together to make quite a mighty pair for you, Capricorn. And we're starting off with the doubts and the fears and the negativity and the anger and the upset and the being robbed of sleep and sitting there and thinking it is too much. The Nine of Swords is not the kindest of cards. It is the cards of nightmares and doubts and fears. It is the card that is the nastier side of our subconscious, but a very powerful side of our subconscious that tells us you can't. What is it that you fear? Well, it's going to come true. And you can't possibly think that you can, achieve your goals, go after what it is that you want, be as successful as you want to be. There's always going to be something that messes it up. There's always going to be something that happens that pushes you back down. Because for some of you Capricorns, you might sit there, because Spirit just said it, and it pushes you back down because down is where you think you're supposed to be. It's like it has been such a long road. It has been such a hard battle that not enough is your enough. And it's like, oh man. And that's what you're battling against. I mean, with the state of the world, with everything that we're going through, it's really easy to fall into the nightmares. It's really easy to be swept up by the chaos. And that's why this moon is saying, hell no. Absolutely not. I am claiming my power. I am sitting on my throne. I am knowing my truth. I might not be the best person for this job, but show me better. And that's it. Anybody who really goes after a throne should not have it, right? And so with the Emperor, there's passion, there's power, there's brilliance, there's truth. There's determination. There is knowing your power and your understanding. It is being connected to this moon in a profound and personal way. It is opening up the doorways. It is knowing that, yes, I have fallen and I have failed, but I will not stop. And as you move forward in this truth, and as you claim this throne and know this power, which is what is coming over you, it's like, no, this is my right. This is my truth. I will defend and I will move forward to where I need to be, body, mind, and spirit. It leads you to the sun. It leads you to this beauty shining down on you. It leads you to this hope becoming a part of you. It leads you to the happiest card in the whole entire deck. And it's like there is this light radiating around you. There is this passion becoming a part of you. And remember, the moon reflects the light of the sun. So at your inner self, you have the core of the moon's light shining within you. You have this passion, you have this power, you have this brilliance, you have this truth. And you start to embrace happiness. Now, do know that as you embrace happiness, and this is why emotionally you're looking at things differently and roads are opening up, but people start to take you by eyes. And they sit there and they say, Capricorn, you don't get to be this happy. You don't get to be happy because if you're happy, then I'm not happy. And I don't want to not be happy, right? And so do be mindful that people will take you by eyes when a radiance is around you, when you're riding high in April, when you're going after what it is that you were born to do. And you can let them drag you down, or you can say, you know what? Be jealous. Be jealous because I have gotten to a great spot. And yes, I'm battling demons because every single person on this earth is battling demons. But I am rising with the help of my angels into a power, into a truth, into an understanding that is breathtaking and that I've been waiting for. I am rising to a place that is so much more. This is my redemption. This is my resurrection of soul and self. This is a leaving behind of the negativity, the anger, the doubts, the fears, and moving into power and grace and truth. And as you do so, even though internally you're fighting this battle of knowing your truth and knowing where you stand and what you stand for, the Seven of Cups comes in, and emotionally you're looking at your dreams. So internally you're looking at your nightmares. Emotionally you're looking at your dreams and saying there is beauty here. There is power, there is beauty, there is essence of soul and self. There is this beauty of who I am and where I'm headed. And these are my dreams. And the thing with the Seven of Cups is that it tells us not to live in our dreams. Now, that's always rather hard for me to say because I love dreams. I love the idea of having hopes and wishes and desires for ourselves as we move forward. But it's not saying don't live in that truth. Don't try to find the fairy tale in the existence. It is saying don't make dreams your master. Don't sit there and whittle away the days simply in an imagining of what can be, of how you can move forward, of what it is that you desire. Move forward on making these dreams a reality, of giving your dreams a practical plan. Because that's what you're doing during this time. Emotionally, you're saying, I need to step out of the realms of dreams and the realms of retreating to the dreams within my mind, but being too afraid to make these dreams part of my world. And we all have something like that. Something that has become a sacred wish upon our souls. And it is such a sacred thing. It is such a precious thing that we don't want it to be spoiled by the light of day. For others to get their hands on it, to rip us apart, to tell us that we're not as good as we think, or that our dream is silly. And so we keep it hidden. But now it's time to embrace it. Practically, purposefully, powerfully. Because the love that is around you, that is moving you forward, that is gracing you, that is blessing you, is your queen, is your essence, is your truth, is your power, is your grace, and it's opening up doors. The Queen of Cups is this beauty of soul and of self. The Queen of Cups is the power of your emotional existence and the heart of where you want to be and what you've longed for. The Queen of Cups is a powerful part of you, and you are a powerful part of it. And so in your heart, you're looking at what you desire most. In your heart, you are seeing that your cup is not broken. In your heart, you're filling yourself with a beauty and an understanding and a truth that has become sacred to you. And it moves you to the guide. It moves you to being guided to something so much greater. It also moves you to connecting with your inner child, right? That person inside of you that has such a powerful impact on who we are and how we handle things. The guide, the Hierophant, here is telling you, listen to who you once were. And remember to love who you once were and who you need to be. Because you are going to get wisdom from that person that you had not expected. From your past to now your present. And it will help you project to your future. But this is saying also be very mindful not to live in the past. Okay, that is going to be something that you really do need to focus on. The Hierophant is the power of our truth, the dedication of our soul, of being true to ourselves, and not moving from that power to the lies of others and the hurts and the pains that others want us to live. It brings you to the Three of Wands. It brings you to a moving forward. It brings you to an embracing of what you desire and what you want. It brings you to a place where you see the horizon not as something negative, not as something that will hold you back, but something profound and powerful and beautiful and part of your truth. It moves you forward, and you see within your heart that you can bring passion and beauty to the dreams that you have, to the nurturing of your soul, to the child that you once were, and the dreams that that child had, to move you forward in grace, in power, in dignity, and in purpose. It's your ships coming in and it's your ships going out. It's not being afraid to try and to fail. Because if you try, you're guaranteed to fail, at least some of the time. And to be flabbergasted by success that comes your way. It leads you then to the Hermit. The Hermit is in the, in the public arena. You turn inward. You're going to find that you are really connecting with things emotionally, personally during this time. And as you turn inward, you look at what you desire, what you want, how you interpret, not how everybody else does. It's like you're telling the world to shush. It's like, give me a minute. It's like, I'm just seeing your finger to your lips. It's like, shh. It's a calming, it's a soothing. It's an understanding. It's a power, it's a beauty, it's a truth. And as you do so, you embrace. You embrace what you want. You embrace who you are. You embrace an understanding that was once hidden to you. And it has you looking at the hurts and the pains that you have carried around for quite some time. From childhood, and now you rise up. It can be, the hurt. These are hurts and pains of people who are supposed to stand by us. Now, this can be the hurt and the pain of loss from people who have passed. And it might sound silly to say that they cause us hurts and pains by passing, but they do. Especially, it doesn't matter when it happened. You can always feel abandoned. This is also the hurts and the pains of people who were supposed to have your back. These are parents, grandparents. These are, aunts, uncles, teachers, best friends, lovers. They were supposed to have your back. And they just didn't. And it scarred. It scarred and it hurt. And it became a way you see things. You wait for the next shoe to drop. You wait for everything to fall apart. You wait because it's coming, isn't it? But then you go from 3 to 2. As you look at things, and you also see the people who have stood by you. You see the times where, it was hard, but you have those core people, or you have your angels and your spirit guides with you. And you open up to the pathway that you want to walk. And you see the two roads before you. They're not really acceptable, right? They are, excuse me. They are, they're like choking. It's like, okay, well, it's not letting me move forward fluidly or powerfully, but it is having me embrace, a truth that I didn't think I could have. And so you look at these two paths, and there's a resignation to each of them. But if you open up yourself to the dreams you hold inside, and not be held back by fear, and say, okay, it is better to have tried and failed than never to have tried at all. And you see pathways opening. You see truths opening. You see ways forward that you had never expected, and then you become a warrior of your passion, of your desire, of the beauty of getting out of bed in the morning instead of the drudgery. And you embrace it, and it is exquisite, and it is yours. Astoundingly determined, focused, and defending. So let's see what the moon has to say. How will Capricorn be affected by the October 1st, 2020 full moon? How will Capricorn be affected by the October 1st, 2020 full moon? How will Capricorn be affected by the October 1st, 2020 full moon? Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. All right. How will Capricorn be affected by the October 1st, 2020 full moon? How will Capricorn be affected by the October 1st, 2020 full moon? How will Capricorn be affected by the October 1st, 2020 full moon? Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. Okay. There's beauty, patience, and change. Beauty comes through the patience that brings forward change, or the patience that is change. The masculine, the lunar god, the sacred masculine is coming forward. The energy of, especially the Aries full moon, has a very masculine feel to it with the emperor. And so the sacred masculine comes forward, and it's like, don't forget. And the warrior with the knight, don't forget the beauty of the masculine. Don't forget the beauty of that half of yourself coming forward. Do not let your past hold you back. Show the world the real you. You are very close to achieving your goals. Don't let pride get in the way. Nothing is yet set in stone. Oh, I love that. That's beautiful. So beauty comes. And it's not going to be a beauty you see at first. And why I say this is because if you see here with the eyebrow and the eye and the nose, the mouth, the stem of the plant making the outline of the face, there's a face here. Do you know how many times I used these cards, and did not see the face? I always saw the lips, but I didn't see the rest of the face till one day it hit me. And that's going to be like with this beauty that Luna, that the moon is showing you coming into your life. It's like one day you're going to be looking at things. It's going to be the same things you always saw, but all of a sudden, there's a beauty to them. There's a brilliance to them that you hadn't seen before. Be patient. Be patient as you walk forward. Be patient as you look at things anew. Be patient as, this beauty opens up to you. Because you're going to sit there and be like, well, gosh, you took your time about it. And it's like, no, you weren't ready. And that might sound harsh, but everything happens in divine timing. And you might think divine timing is stupid, which sometimes, believe me, that is how I feel. But there is a beauty and there is an essence to it that opens up the door and leads you forward. Be patient. change is coming. The change you need, the change you desire, the change you are seeing. This is a moon of change, and it is a moon of beginnings to bring forward that change, because here you need to be patient as the sun shines on you. The beauty comes as you move from doubts and fears and being way too much in your own head to strength and dignity and power of self. Be patient as the light of the sun shines through you. Change comes as your angels guide you. The sacred masculine comes forward as you look at dreams and you look at the Queen of Cups. There is a energy here of fire and passion and doing and going. And that is going to be guided by this lunar god. And it leads you to not letting the past hold you back, as it connects you with the Hierophant, as it connects you with your truth, yourself, your passion, your power, your desires. And it shows you here, as the world opens up, it shows you that it is time to show the world the real you. As you do so, all right, you are much more introspective, and you're looking at the hurts and the pains that you have been through. You're very close to achieving your goals, even though at times it seems like you are very far away. You're not as far away as you think you are. Look inward. You will see that you are so much closer than you thought. As the pathway's open, don't let pride get in your way. Don't sit there and say, oh, they'll laugh if I walk that path. Oh, nobody will understand me if I do this or if I do that. It's like, no, walk your path and embrace your truth. Be courageous, because that's what this moon gives to you. And as you are embracing that leonine power, that courageous emperor essence, you know, as you are a warrior, that nothing is yet set in stone. And it's not done yet. And for a lot of you Capricorns, it does not matter your age. You are just getting started. Your subconscious Luna message is self-reflection, looking at what your heart desires, looking at what you need and what you want, and really embracing that hermit time to reflect on yourself and your soul. It leads you then to believing in the impossible. To sit there and say, yeah, it might seem silly now, but nothing is impossible. And I am achieving, not going to achieve, I am achieving the very essence of my dreams, because I am bold and I am brave enough to go after them. It then leads you to the Five of Swords. This is a karmic time. This is a karmic time to stand your ground and know your truth and not back down. This is a karmic time to see what it is that you desire, see what it is that you want, and say, I know where I stand, and I know what I stand for. You're going to see that this is a time of freedom for you, where you call forth freedom into your life. And this is also a time where you find that things will be resolved a bit more easily than you had anticipated. So that is rather nice. All right, Capricorn. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of the positive energy as we move forward boldly, claiming our dreams and knowing the power of our truth. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Capricorn. And may you have a blessed moon.